Hey guys.
Hi guys.
Alrighty, so here we go. New York Comic-Con Hunt 2019. We are in our 5th or 6th year
We
now.
never know what year we're doing.
Man, we are hardened veterans now of this,
That's
I feel
right.
like. So, yeah, let's get started. Let's talk about this. October 4th, that's the date they've set. That's Friday. Now, you know, last Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, they said, we're going to do it Friday.
Yep.
And then everybody took the day off. And then they said, you know what? Nah, let's do it Thursday, like
Never
a few days
mind.
before. So it was kind of a mess up, but I think they're going to stick with October 4th, Friday this time, because they have it in ads.
Right.
And surely they wouldn't have spent the money to put it in ads and then change it up.
If
So
not, that
there's
seems like that's going to be a big financial problem later.
Yeah. Now there is an exception with Target, which we'll get into when we talk about Target. So we do now have a shared list. We know what is going to what store, and we know the hidden ones, basically, because there have been enough leaks out there in the community that we have an idea what they are. So let's start off with Hot Topic. We're getting the Huntress, Evil Willie, Vegeta, Dobby, Mad Maxine, Tim Shaw, and then a Shrimp Rick and a Shrimp Morty. Those aren't 2-packs, though. Those are one of each. Some of the ugliest Pops I've ever seen, but
They're so
kind of
ugly.
funny. So those were hidden, actually, and that makes sense because Season 4 is coming up, and licensing, they want to kind of keep it quiet. I don't like that they do that.
They
but
always hide the Rick and Morty ones.
yeah, I know. It's just kind of annoying,
Yeah,
to be
it
honest.
really
But
is.
it is what it is. I mean, you just got to deal with it, I guess. But yeah, so if you're thinking about when to get these online, when they drop online, typically they go the night before they go into the store. So say it drops on Friday, then they would go up around midnight Thursday going into Friday.
Right. Right.
And it switches. So like if the release is on Thursday, it would be that way Wednesday going into Thursday. So we can expect Hot Topic to go around midnight. Midnight 01. I always hate to say midnight because that's so difficult for people to understand. If I say 9 p.m. Pacific time, Thursday,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, it's better for people to understand or something.
You know what
but
would be easiest?
Cut right between
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday. That's when it's supposed
Just
to really
follow
be.
Mark's stuff that he posts all on Facebook. He really is good at all of that.
I try, but not everybody gets it.
So up next, we're going to have GameStop, and they have Susie, Cabbage Man, Piccolo and Lotus, Stain, Slim from Killer Clowns of Outer Space, Nick Fury, the Dark Phoenix Bundle, Daria, and the Butt Stallion. I'm sorry, every time I say the Butt Stallion, it is just way too funny.
That's a cool looking pop,
It's
though.
so cool.
Like, I want to see that in person. I don't play the game, and I don't really care. However, actually, I haven't played the new one, I'll say. But that's a very cool looking pop. So I'm kind of excited just to see that one.
Yeah.
But again, GameStop, again, when they release online, it's at midnight still. That in between Thursday and Friday, midnight wing. They've done it many different times, and the website does crash a lot. So expect that. You'll go to add it to your cart and pay for it, and it doesn't work. So GameStop's a headache, honestly, to order online. But eventually they fix their server, and then it works like an hour later. So sort of expect that. Hot Topic's perfect. They know what they're doing.
They never have
It's kind of
issues.
funny that Hot Topics their servers can take that.
Wow.
Hot Topic of all stores.
I know, you would think GameStop would, but you know.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how that works. Up next, we have Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is getting Donald Duck as Fireman, Miss Zendaya, Green Hornet 2-pack, Keith Haring, and Filch. So, got a couple ones in here you want.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I guess just one. We might
Just
get Keith
one.
Haring, too. I think I'm going to get him, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of want him. I kind of want to do the artist line, because I kind of like that.
I loved how you were like, I think maybe I know who won't.
What I won't get is that 2-pack. It's not gonna take me in. I'm not getting the Green Hornet
Nope.
2-pack. Even though I want it, I'm not getting it because I've already got it, and I don't want to double up and give them any ideas for the next con.
Says the man who has a million Batmans.
They're all different. It's okay. So Barnes & Noble online, again, in that midnight-ish window. Their website, I used to say their website was terrible, and it used to be.
It used to be bad.
But honestly, the last 2 cons, they've been very good. Now, do remember this, guys. If you go to order online, a lot of times you'll have to add it to your wish list before you check out.
Oh, good
For
point.
like at least 30 minutes or something like that, because the website takes a while and it's just kind of crap.
So up next is Amazon, and they're going to have Iron Man, Dummy, Dwight Schrute, and Biohazard Wrecking Ball. Now Dwight is so cool. We have
I gotta
to
get
have
the
him.
Dwight.
We have to have him.
Actually, Amazon, they got a couple strong ones
They
in there.
do. They really
like the
do.
Iron Man obviously is going to sell well.
Yeah.
And that Dwight, man, I think that Dwight might surprise some people. That's one I got to have. Maybe
Yes.
my must-have out of all of them this year.
Out of the whole
Well, no, I can't
thing?
say that. The
Yeah.
Simpsons are too good this year.
I was
They're
gonna say,
too
wait a
good
minute.
this year.
It's like we have so many this year that we have to have. Now with Amazon, last time with San Diego, they released right around 9 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. So that's the day of, so on Friday. So
Yeah.
hopefully around 9 a.m. on Friday, we should see Amazon.
See them actually go up, because
Yeah.
we've already seen Iron Man and Dummy go up early as kind of like a hidden link or whatever, and it's sold out pretty quickly, or they took it down. But those come back. Those do come back. Don't think that was actually the
Right.
sell. They didn't even really fully load it. those will come back during the con, and then, yeah, well, during San Diego Comic-Con, they popped up around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that doesn't mean they're going to do it this year, but I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what happened last time. All right, up next we have Box Lunch. Lonely old Box Lunch, only getting 1 pop this year. That surprises me, but it's a good one. It's a big time one. It's the Up House. I think a lot of people are going to want this one, but I'll tell you, if we're thinking about all the stores now for the con, Box Lunch is the hardest one to get now.
It is insanely hard to get. Every time we get there, she's like, sorry guys.
Sold
we're
out.
like, no.
Yeah. Even the online, they sold out really quickly. So expect this one to go fast. Even though it's $50, expect it to go fast because the 2-pack last time went quick.
Yes.
It never really came back very long.
I never got it. I'm so sad about that.
Expect this one to possibly be hard to get. Box Lunch again, though, that midnight window, the Thursday going into the Friday. Walgreens. Getting into Walgreens, they only have 1 pop. That's nothing uncommon. They usually do get 1 pop. But they're getting Captain Marvel. A decent pop, I guess. Marvel fans are going to like it. Now, Walgreens has always been weird in past. They never made them into the store. These usually only go online. And when they do go online, they've done them many different days. Like, they've gone a week after, they've gone a few days after.
Yeah.
But for San Diego Comic-Con, they did it right, actually. They dropped it at 8 a.m. the morning of when the store is released. So if we went by that model, they would release it around 8 a.m. on Friday.
Right.
So we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully they do exactly what San Diego Comic-Con did, because that was very smooth. Yeah. Very, very smooth. FLE has some strong ones, I think, too. Bluntman and Chronic. That's going to be a great 2-pack for a lot of people. I think people are excited about this one. Vampire Burns, though. I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know if it's Evil Willie or Vampire Burns, the star of the show for me.
I think Vampire Burns is better than Willie, just because I like Mr. Burns.
These are 2 Treehouse of Horror Pops around Halloween. Absolutely perfect for me. I love these. And then finally, Debbie Harry, the lead singer of Blondie, I guess is what it is. So I think there's some people excited about that, too. I've seen some people surprisingly excited about that. Now, FYE, typically, at least last name San Diego Comic-Con, they released at 9 a.m. The day of when all the stores release. So we would expect if they do the same thing, that would be Friday at 9 a.m.
So up next is Books A Million, and they're going to have Dr. Frank Poole and Poe with Book. I don't think that these are like super great ones that I have to go and get, but hey, whatever. We don't really know much about when they're going to release.
BAM is kind of, they came back into the game. They've been out for a few years, so I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know when they're going to go online, and I don't know if they're going to be in store for that matter. So this one's kind of a, I don't know. This one's a big question mark. I don't know.
No clue. And now one people really, really want is at Walmart, and that is Astro Stan Lee. This one is so cool, guys.
Yes.
And Walmart's website is...
they did really good for San Diego Comic-Con. They dropped it like midnight again.
Right.
The in between Thursday and Friday is what it would be this year. So hopefully they continue that. In store though, you never know what happens there. We actually just got our San Diego Comic-Con exclusives in our local Walmart.
We were randomly strolling through and we're like, wait a minute, it's not time for San Diego.
yeah. So you could just kind of think of select stores there. You never know, but they will be online, and that's a big one. I think a lot of people are excited about that one. Okay, so up next is Target. Target's really weird this year. We have Force Friday release, as well as Frozen 2 comes out. Like anybody cares, but I'm sure a lot of people do. Here comes some Olaf Pops. So those released 10/4, right? That's the same day as the con, but it appears in their system Target has the Pops for 10/6. The con Pops shelved for 10/6. So it seems on the con day you can go and get the Star Wars stuff and Frozen, but you can't get the con.
That kind of sucks that you can't get con stuff on con day.
I mean, they should have just put it together. Yeah. I wonder if this has to do with Entertainment Earth being able to sell it at the booth. They're just giving them a couple days.
I bet you're right.
I don't know. And you know Target, they might change it and just be like, you know what, yeah, just go ahead and take them. I don't know how that's going to work, but as of right now, as we make this video, it's set for 10/6. So we are getting Glow-in-the-Dark Dark Voyager, a Liberty Kitty, the Wanderer and Heretic, and Sand Trooper. Now those two last ones were hidden ones where they didn't want to show you what it was. And those came through leaks. And we've never seen a glam of it. And I understand that, like the Dark Crystal and the Netflix stuff, they want to keep it quiet or whatever. And I guess the Star Wars too. But we're sitting, as we film this, you'll see this on Thursday, but we're filming this on Wednesday. And they still don't have like a proper reveal or picture, which I think is kind of weird.
I think that's kind of silly. Like, why wouldn't you want to promote your product?
It's one. I mean, you're talking about a couple days beforehand. Right. What does it matter with licensing? Right. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of advertising thing you can't do. But either way, those are what are going to be in the store supposedly 10/6. We're going to go with 10/6. Now with Target, generally all of the releases are at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when they kind of update their website. So that's what we can sort of expect if they go online, but we don't know the day actually. I mean, there's a possibility they might do them online earlier. I don't know what they're going to do, honestly. Target, man, Target. Anyways, up next is Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth is only getting one this time, and that is Phaedra from Dune. Entertainment Earth, they actually did give us a proper time. They are going to release it at 2. So that's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll go up on their website if you guys are interested in that pop. And then another weird one, like Welcome to New York, welcome to the cons. Welcome to the cons. It's Foot Locker. Jean-Michel, the Jean-Michel pop is going to be at Foot Locker. Now, in-store, don't have a clue. Online, don't have a clue. But typically, when they do put them online, it's at like 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think, is when they update their website.
Oh, that's not bad.
So, I don't know. It's
their website's so weird that Foot Locker is like in the game of pops now.
Yeah. And an artist at that, which is kind of strange. So, yeah, I mean, their website is one of the worst websites, though.
Oh, yeah. It's
like,
awful.
it crashes immediately. They have, like, the crappiest servers. So.
They have so many botters is the problem.
Even so, they just are terrible. Now, I don't think this is going to be a huge pop for people.
I wouldn't think so.
I don't think it's going to take much to crash the website here. I'm going to get this pop.
You get 100 people on there and it's like, shut it down.
Yeah. Alrighty, so that's all the main store releases. Now we get into the Funko Shop. Apparently Funko Shop's just taking everything. Funko's
I know,
like,
you know what?
Just, we're going to sell them. Maybe this is the future. Like, because I mean, we're eventually going to get to a point where stores, this isn't really going to be a major thing where they might get 1 or 2 pops and then that's about it. And then now Funko's sort of preparing themselves to just take it all.
They're like, how much can our website handle?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. The updates with their website, good stuff.
So much better.
They have fixed all their little problems, and finally it's on one website now, and you don't have to do these double, websites that confuse people. So, good job, whoever worked on that. It's finally ready.
Yes.
And they have some heavy traffic and had no problems.
Yeah.
So, expect something good, hopefully. Now, going over it, again, they have a lot of them. They have Britta Perry, Hazmat Marty, Babe Ruth, Professor Patent Pending, Clyde, Miss Marvel, Mandalorian, Mimic Monkey, Pez Girl, Red Pigeon and Black Pigeon, the New York Police Department Freddy, Samurai Jack 2-pack, and then the Scott Pilgrim 5-star figures. That Samurai Jack pop is going to be huge.
Oh, definitely.
I've seen a lot of people excited about that one, so yeah, I was surprised. I thought that one would go to like a Hot Topic or something.
I did too, honestly.
Funko Shop, apparently. Actually, there's some big ones in there, I think. The Hazmat Marty might be kind of big too. So, Funko Shop, let's talk about them real quick. Typically, they would you would be lucky to get anything and they would sell out really quickly, but they've upped their numbers now to sort of cater to how many fans they have now. And during San Diego Comic-Con, it was great. I think they all lasted at least 30 minutes, and then many of them lasted forever.
Yeah, and it wasn't so difficult to get them. Like everything went really smooth for San Diego, I felt like.
And now we have the new website, so it should go even smoother.
Can you imagine it's going to be like, ah!
I mean, I've seen a lot of people worried about it. Like, oh, I'm not going to get it. I wanted this Funko Shop. I think you can hope. I think those worries are over. I don't want to eat my words, though. I'm knock on wood. Now, last year, though, they did go up online at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They should warn us the day before, so that probably won't be an issue eventually. But I think they actually went a little early, though.
Oh.
I think they went like 6 minutes early last time. So, yeah.
Look, somebody there was like, tricky. Up next is Toy Tokyo, which is everybody's favorite place. And they're going to have Witchy Poo, Clang, Kling, and Baseball Fury. Now, usually they only sell these as bundles online, which I know a lot of people really dislike because they don't want the bundle.
Smallest bundle.
But this is the smallest bundle ever, right?
So, I'll tell you what, though. This one's weird because I think there's, okay, so if you're going to want, you're going to want the Witchy Poo and the Kling and Clang as a group, obviously. So if you're buying one, you're going to want all 3 of those. But if you just want Baseball Fury, you're like, dang, what am I supposed to do here? No! So this one's weird. I'm sure Toy Tokyo is still only offered as a bundle. It only makes sense for them to do that, I suppose. So
I think that's the best way they can make the most.
I mean, if I was running a store, that's what I would do. Even though it kind of sucks, that's what I would do, just so you don't have
clear inventory.
Clear the inventory. They're just one shop. So now everybody always asks us, what time does Toy Tokyo release? I don't know, honestly. They've done a week, 2 weeks afterwards, but during San Diego Comic-Con, they actually went just the day after they were in stores. So if we were going to go with that method, that would be Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time. That's when they went live last time. So I don't know what they're going to do, and they did last a while. They didn't sell out immediately, and they had probably better pops for San Diego Comic-Con. At least they had pops that were more relevant to a bigger base, I think.
Right.
And I don't think this one's huge. I don't think there's like much in there besides maybe Baseball Fury. I think there's probably a big fan. And obviously you're going to get the old school fans in there for the others. But I just don't know what's going to happen here. I wouldn't expect it to sell out immediately. So yeah, as long as you're on there. Now the best way to do it, the fastest way to do it, is you got to follow Toy Tokyo on their Twitter.
Yes.
And then what they do is they post the link. And they used to post a password with it, but I don't think I remember them posting a password with it.
They did that.
San Diego. So I don't know. This one's going to be. We'll have to see what happens here. They might have a large number and not care about the password, or they might have just a little.
Yeah.
A few.
Who knows what they're going to do?
I don't know. And that leaves us with the table scraps for the people who are going to drop a lot of money or be at the con, and that is the Purple Chrome Batman. I miss you. I'm sorry. I wish you were in my collection. There's only 1,500 of them, so that one's going to be pretty expensive.
Keep reaching, baby.
And we also have the Matterhorn Mickey ride, the pop ride. This one's amazing. That one's going to be popular for a lot of people. Also, we have the pinstriped pigeon for New York Comic Con. Yankees, New York, I guess I understand why they picked that one to be there. And then finally, the Ron English Freddie Vinyl figure, which these only had 1,000 of them. So I don't know if that's going to be popular. I think it might be popular. I'm not really sure. That one's a little difficult to tell.
I don't know.
But it's cool. It's a cool combination, I think.
It's an interesting looking one, that's for sure.
Yeah. So that's the con this year. That is the con this year for everything shared in stores. And then, of course, we have those few that you can't get unless you're at the con. Or spend a lot of money on eBay.
Or have a really, really, really nice friend.
Yeah. Now, there are a few things I want to talk about before we end the video. This is a very busy weekend for us.
Yes.
You'll see our hunt, our New York Comic Con hunt, maybe a few days into the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, because we're actually going out of town because we're guests at a convention, Indiana Toy and Comic Expo. So if you guys are in the area, the Bloomington area or around, it's a small little kind of family-oriented toy convention where they sell toys and comics, and it's not real big, but I mean it's really great.
It's like
$5
to get in. So
$5, free parking.
Yep.
Dan will be there. Pixel Dan will be there. So if you want to say hi to him, it's a good time. We love it. We go there every time.
It's a big family fun event, which I absolutely love because Dan's always at the table next to us, so it's fun to sit and chit chat with him and Christina all day. So.
Yeah. So it's just a good little con. They just have. It's not a huge thing, so it's a little family thing. But it's only $5 and free parking, so you can't beat it. Now, one thing we do every year is we bring some pops, some custom pops to sell there, along with all the extra stuff that we get every year. People always wonder, what do you do with all the stuff that you don't want?
We get rid of it for super cheap, guys.
You take what it's worth and like half of it or a third of it.
We purge for like nothing to get rid of some of it.
But we like to bring pops, custom pops. So I want to show you what we're bringing this year. So if you're in the Bloomington area or you're an Indiana fan, we try to keep these custom pops Indiana-centric. Things that people in Indiana would like. And we're running out of ideas because there ain't much here.
Yeah, Indiana has corn!
So we have Rick Smits. So if you were a 90s Pacer fan or early 2000s, you know Rick Smits. He was awesome. One of my favorite players ever back in the day. So he's in the FloJo jersey. And I made a Reggie Miller a few years ago, so that can go along with that. So Rick Smits, pretty cool. We also, another thing, we're in the Bloomington area, and if you know anything about Bloomington or Indiana, that's where IU is. And if you know IU basketball, you know Bob Knight.
That's right.
And since the con is in October, we figured, hey, let's sort of bring in some Halloween stuff there too with a name. And we went with Bob Nightmare. So, why Bob Nightmare? Because one of the most famous things with Bob Knight was, remember him throwing the chair. That was like a classic crazy.
Yep.
That's when you knew, whoa, who is this guy?
What did we do?
Yes, what did we hire? That was Bob Nightmare, at least I term him. So, he actually has the chair in his hand, and he's throwing it, and in the back of it you can see the special, the famous chair throwing. So, I have 10 of those to sell, actually. And 7 of the Rick Smits. And then another sort of Indiana local legend.
Legend, not local, legend.
It's not just local, because I think he was all over.
He was on a lot of different channels.
He was,
especially throughout the Midwest. I'm not sure, like, expanded, but Midwest.
I know he did it for probably the longest ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a horror fan, you know of Sammy Terry. So Sammy Terry was sort of, he was like a, what would you call that? He was kind of
a great ghost storyteller, kind of like, I don't know, like a host. He was a great host.
Host.
A scary host.
A ghost. I think that's why I call him like yeah. So like yeah, a ghost, like a host, a ghost. So yeah, that was a horrible joke or whatever.
Yeah, I was just like.
But yeah, he would sort of be
slide.
that middle guy that would introduce you, and now his son does it.
Yes.
But he would be that middle guy where he would introduce you to some of these horror films, like he would talk about it during. It was just an awesome, like it was way before our time. But we've seen videos.
Our parents grew up watching him. And
Yeah.
now Sammy Terry's son, he is Sammy Terry. He goes on to like the local news, and he's real big into doing all the Halloween stuff too.
It's cool they took over his father's legacy.
You gotta carry on that legacy.
Yeah, so this is Sammy Terry. His head, his green head, is glow in the dark too. And then of course you have that special sticker on there, that NerdTherapy pumpkin sticker. But this one turned out really, really cool. But this con, the reason that we like it, Billy and Chris, they hold it. And they're great dudes, awesome guys. You'll meet them in the video, in the hunt video, because we're going to sort of mesh the New York Comic-Con hunting video with the Indian Twin Comic Expo video.
It's just going to be a fun weekend.
One big, long, probably 30-minute video. Now, one of the reasons we like the con is because a lot of the proceeds go to autism. And I think everybody probably has somebody that's autistic in their family somewhere at this point. And it affects a lot of people. Yeah. But they have an auction where they try to raise money for this. And I usually try to get a custom in there, too. So I did a black and white Sammy Terry. So Sammy Terry's been on so long, he was in black and white.
That's true.
So that's why... this one in particular is in black and white too, which this one looks really cool as well with the black. It's basically the same thing as the colored. It's just in black and white basically, but very, very cool. That one will be in the auction, so if you do come to the show, bid on this. So it goes to a good cause.
Bid some more.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. Again, good luck. We have, I guess, T-minus a few hours. Well, not very long. T-minus, let's just say it's like 18 hours. I don't know when the video is going up. But it's close. It'll be tonight at around midnight when these things start to drop. And then into Friday morning for the store. So good luck. Let us know down below what you guys are hunting for. What is your #1 pop this year? My #1 pop this year, actually, it's a tie. It has to be a tie. That's Evil Willie, and what a weird name. And Evil Willie, Evil Willie, and the Vampire Burns. Those are some of the greatest pops, and I've wanted those, actually, when I thought about Treehouse of Horror. What's your favorite?
I want Susie. I know a lot of people are kind of like, meh, but I really want Susie. I think
Where was
awesome.
the hate? I could not believe it.
I don't know.
When we posted it, there was so much hate on her. I was like,
I was like, first off, she's a child. And second off, she was awesome in the show. So I really want Susie's pop. And then I want Filch, too.
Filch, yeah, Filch is awesome. So those are our must-haves. Let us know down below what your must-haves. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Good day.